watching the best Fox 10 News.
History being made in Phoenix for the first time. The city council is poised to have 2 African-American council members seated at the same time.
The runoff election drew victories for Kesha Hodge Washington in District 8 and Kevin Robinson in District 6, both beating the incumbent.
And tonight we caught up with them on their plans for the future. Fox 10's Stephanie Bennett has the story.
It was the result of a lot of hard work. We started 18 months ago. We had a game plan.
I wanted to make sure I say thank you to the voters that supported me. Thank you for placing your trust in me, and I will do my best to uphold your confidence.
Unofficial results are in, and 2 new faces will now enter the Phoenix City Council next month. In Districts 6 and 8, no candidate received a majority of the votes cast in November's election, forcing the runoff election on March 14th. In District 6, which includes the Biltmore, Ahwatukee, Arcadia, and North Central neighborhoods, Kevin Robinson and Sam Stone battled it out. Ultimately, Robinson coming out on top with 63% of the votes. Stone has since conceded.
But I want to understand the issues, and I want to know how it impacts and affects, the citizens, the neighborhoods, the businesses. I want to understand all of those things.
Robinson has lived in Phoenix since 1974. He's an alum and professor of ASU, also serving as a former assistant Phoenix police chief.
We had knocked on well over 12,000 doors. And at the top of the list was public safety and then the homeless issue, home affordability, homeless. There's a lot of things unpacked there.
In District 8, which covers South Phoenix and the downtown area, incumbent Carlos Garcia fell short to Kesha Hodge Washington, who got 56% of the votes. Washington from Levine is a former assistant attorney general and has practiced law for 2 decades. She moved to Phoenix in 1999 to attend ASU. She is now on track to become the first African-American woman on the Phoenix City Council.
I've always been of the philosophy that rather than complain about a problem, be part of the solution.
And Washington has big plans to help her constituents.
I am against police misconduct. I definitely think I want to see that handled in a swift and expedient manner. But I recognize that police are an important part of our everyday lives. I definitely want to help address the housing insecurity that we see here in Phoenix. We have a rise in homeless population. I also want to work on economic development. I want to help bring better quality jobs to our city.
The newcomer's 4-year city council term will start on April 17th. For Fox 10 News, I'm Stephanie Bennett.
Arizona teachers protest a new empowerment hotline set up to let parents voice their concerns to the Department of Education. Instead, a group of teachers marched around the department headquarters today to voice their concerns. The hotline started this month to report problems in classrooms, and in 7 short days, more than 200 calls poured in, along with some 500 emails to the sister website. But plenty of teachers have their own complaints about the hotline and who's calling it.
There isn't this huge majority of parents that are struggling with communicating with teachers. It's a small minority who've decided that this is going to be a political issue, and it's enough of that.
To learn more about the Empowerment Hotline, you can head to fox10phoenix.com.
California just can't catch a break after 2 atmospheric river events hit the state in just a few days. The latest storm knocking down trees, power lines, leading to flash flooding, mudslides in some areas as well. Hundreds of thousands of people losing power. And while rain has subsided, more bad weather is expected to hit California later this week. Local authorities say they're preparing for possible flash floods and are urging people near rivers and creeks to be on alert.
Even though the rain has subsided, danger is still present. With the amount of rain we have received over the last couple of weeks, our reservoir systems and dam systems are at maximum capacity.
In total, 43 of California's 58 counties are under emergency declarations because of severe weather.
And the West Coast isn't the only place getting hit with extreme weather. Parts of New England are digging out from a late winter snowstorm. It started Monday night with rain, but that switched over to snow by the next day, and a lot of it. More than 3 feet fell in some areas.
We were all ready for springtime. This is not what we wanted to do in the middle of March.
Plus, the power is still out to thousands of customers across the region.
And we've got our own snow to talk about. It's coming down again around Flagstaff. We'll see if it means much to folks living up that way. If you live there, you may have to do a bit of shoveling. We'll talk about it in just a couple of minutes.